Hey guys, before I start this video, I just wanted to say that I am doing a giveaway for a copy of Deluxe Shadowkeep. So if you need Shadowkeep, you want the deluxe version with all the DLCs, all the seasonal pass stuff, I am doing a giveaway for that. So make sure that you enter it by clicking the link at the top of the description. Anyway guys, enjoy the video. Peace! Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. This time we are doing Wayfarer. My original recording was messed up, so here we go again. First of all, for this title, a lot of it is going to be doing lost sectors. So wanted lost sectors is a pretty common triumph here. We have lost sectors on IO, we have lost sectors on the EDZ, lost sectors on Titan, etc, all the way until the Tangled Shore lost sectors. So my advice would be going to your map, going to the EDZ, going to Nessus, going to IO, etc, and checking those little things that look like ends, a bunch of ends in a circle with a dot in the middle. Those are all your lost sectors. And now Bungie have even made it pretty dang clear on how you can access them, which ones you've done, because once you've completed them, they actually show up as gold and they give you the name of the lost sector you have done. Every single wanted enemy will be inside of them, so all you have to do is make sure you're killing every single enemy in a lost sector. The next thing that you need to do for this is heroically adventurous, which is triumphs of completing heroic adventures on IO, EDZ, Titan, Nessus, Mars, etc. All you have to do is do completed heroic adventures, so make sure that you are doing those. Now you may be wondering though, what makes this title so hard? Why haven't I been able to get this title? Why is this title still here? Why am I even here? Why do I even exist? Well, let me answer that question for you. The reason why this title is so hard for a lot of people to obtain, including myself, is actually because of the Collections tab. So in the Collections tab, you need to complete Destination's Red War Collections tab. And how do you do this? You may have been wondering, since I didn't play year one, oh no, I transferred from Xbox to PC, or I transferred from PlayStation to PC, I can't get this, or I haven't played year one that much, I haven't done a lot of this stuff. Don't worry, the game has got your back still. All you have to do for Destination's Red War is go to one of the planetary vendors, whether that be Devrim K, whether that be Asher Mirror, etc, and make sure that you are turning in planetary materials as well as planetary tokens, telemetries, etc, and making sure that you get an engram from that vendor. So when you turn in your planetary materials, you will get an engram from that vendor, and that engram can contain a piece of gear. It will probably contain a piece of gear or a weapon, and just make sure that you have filled out all of them. It's going to take you around 250 to 300 planetary materials per to get all of the stuff, and you can even buy it once you've leveled up that vendor by unlocking engrams. The best way to get planetary materials is going to the Spider on the Tangled Shore. Spider has a full inventory of stuff for you to get. Spider can sell different things per day. I would wait for everything to be available for legendary shards. You don't really want to be using Glimmer on everything, even though Glimmer is relatively easy to get. I would still say legendary shards are your best route. Once you have completed Collections Red War, what you need to do next is the hardest part of the whole entire thing. This is Destination's Curse of Osiris and Warmind. These are the two DLCs that came out in year one of Destiny 2, which Curse of Osiris was completely shit on for being a bad DLC, which I mean, it really was. And Warmind was actually pretty good. It was a good return to form, but still not quite there. So a lot of people don't have these done because they didn't really play those two DLCs. So what you need to do for the Mercury set of gear is just like every single other planetary material stuff. You turn them in, you get engrams, and you get the gear. Now for the weapons, however, it is very different, and I will go over that as follows. When you complete all of the adventures on Mercury, you are given a quest to do a heroic adventure from Brother Vance. When you do that quest from Brother Vance, he'll come back and he'll give you what's called a prophecy tablet. Now you need to turn in all 10 prophecy tablets for the weapons. And if you're wondering how do I complete the prophecy tablets, I will go over that right now. For the prophecy tablets, you're going to need a collection of things. You're going to need what's called a concentrated radiolarian culture. This is acquired from doing public events, and most of the time either you won't get one or you'll get a green version of this, which is just a radiolarian culture. You can turn in 10 green radiolarian cultures for one blue one. The blue ones are very rare to drop from public events. I think in my time of farming this, I've only got 2 total, so they're extremely rare. The green ones, however, drop every couple of public events, so what I would do is go to the EDZ and just keep farming public events until you get a certain amount that you're going to need. Then you can turn in 10 for one blue, and then if you need blues, all you have to do is consume them in your inventory. You want to make sure that you're in your consumables tab and that you hold your interact key if you're on PC, or X or square if you're on Xbox and PlayStation. This is actually a pretty fun thing to do in the background, so I would recommend getting a couple of these done so that you have unlocked paradox amplifiers. Paradox amplifiers are simply something that you get from doing strikes, crucible, any activity, to be honest with you. They drop a lot, and even the blue ones drop quite often, so you'll have no problem getting these, really. And then finally you have fossilized Hermaeon blossoms. Now these only drop as blues to my knowledge, and these are actually kind of funny. They say that they only can get them from strikes, trials of the 9, and nightfalls. My experience goes as follows. I pretty much only get these from doing nightfalls. It's very rare that I get them in the strikes, but they're really common from nightfalls. So the fossilized Hermaeon blossoms and the advanced paradox amplifiers are relatively common. It's really just the radiolarian cultures that you're going to have a fun time getting. But I would just do them as background processes. As far as getting some other exotic quests done, they're really good to do in the background. So getting all these unlocked, getting a couple of prophecies done so that you can just work on this in the background is going to be great. When you turn them in, you will go to Brother Vance, he will give you the completed prophecy, you will go over to the table to the left of Brother Vance, and then you will just turn it in. You'll get a weapon from him. There are 10 weapons, and even one of them has a special quest, and I won't ruin it for you, but it's actually a pretty cool quest. Now, after you have completed the Mercury weapons, there is the Mars weapons, Mars armor, etc, etc. So how do you get these? The Braytech snow gear, the snow helm, boots, iron heart engine, grips, etc, etc, all of those are done just by simply turning in the planetary materials once again at Anna Bray on Mars, and she will give you just one of the pieces of gear, and then you do what you did for every other planet. However, there is a second set of gear. On your Titan, it's going to be called the Midnight Exigent Helm, Exigent Gauntlets, Exigent Greaves, Plate, Mark. All you need to do for those is turn in 7 Rasputin key fragments, turn them into a encrypted cache key. This will then be activated through escalation protocol waves completed. So as you keep completing escalation protocol, this encrypted cache key will turn into a legendary decrypted cache key. And when you hit round 7, after you have defeated the wave 7 escalation protocol boss, all you have to do is open up the chest and one of the pieces of gear will be there. Now this one is heavily time gated. You can only get one piece of gear per character per week. So if you're working on this gear and you want all of the gear, because it looks honestly pretty cool, what you need to do is just do it once a week. Do a nightfall is the best way to get 7 Rasputin key fragments. They almost always guarantee a drop from a nightfall. So when you get 7, you can talk to Anna Bray on page 2 and she can turn it into an encrypted cache key for you. That gear is going to take you about 5 weeks total, but the weapons are actually obtainable even earlier, especially with the new update that Bungie just put in to make the weapons easier to acquire. So the Nilfheim Frost, the 18 Kelvins, Frigid Jackal, and Braytech Winterwolf can all be acquired by turning in resonant stems and going up and turning them into sleeper nodes. These sleeper nodes will have a position on the map, and I'm not going to go over each one. I would let you guys Google each position. It's pretty easy. You just type in whatever it is, dot whatever it is, and then it'll give you a location of where the sleeper node is. When you go up to that sleeper node with your Rasputin key code, all you need to do is hold interact on it, and it'll give you either a blue, a bunch of shaders, random legendaries, etc, or it has a low chance of giving you a Braytech schematic. Now a Braytech schematic is what we are looking for here, and Bungie made Braytech schematics a lot more common with this brand new update, so thank the Lord, because this is where a lot of people have been struggling on Wayfarer. So with your Braytech schematic, all you have to do is go back to Anna Bray and she will turn them into a legendary weapon, one of the 4. Now, it is not a guarantee that you're going to get each one each time. However, once again, Bungie has made a better fix for this finally, where you can get better odds of getting a weapon that you have not got before. So if you got the Nilfheim Frost and you can't get that 18 Kelvins like me, Well, Bungie have made it a lot easier now to do that. As far as the Braytech RWP Mark II, that is from doing the Polaris Lance quest on Mars. I will not show you how to do that. There are videos on how to do that already, and you're going to need the Polaris Lance and the Sleeper Simulant as it is. Both of those have kind of long quests, so just make sure you're doing those in the background, similar to the rest of this title, to be honest with you. Now, the Braytech Osprey is actually a weapon from doing the Nightfall Strange Terrain, and it randomly drops from the chest. Right now, there's a Mars community event going on, so if you wanted to do that, that would be the best way to get it right now, as it is the Nightfall. And as far as the Ikelos hand cannon, that is a part of doing just the Mars missions and quests. I'm pretty sure you get it at the end of the Mars campaign, but if somebody wants to correct me in the comments, please do so. Finally, we have the Ikelos SMG, shotgun, and sniper rifle. What you need to do for those is actually similar to how you get the gear. These will randomly drop from a boss from EP Escalation Protocol round 7. They drop from the boss, not the chest, so you don't need to open the chest to get these weapons. They will drop from the boss. Each week will have a different weapon set to the boss, so one week might be the SMG, one week might be the shotgun, one week might be the sniper rifle. If you don't have the shotgun, I would highly recommend it just in general for endgame activities, as it is a really powerful weapon. For the rest of them though, there is one of the bosses in the rotation that will guarantee all 3 weapons that can drop. So I would wait for that week and get all 3 weapons at once, or just work on it while you're working on your Escalation Protocol gear. Once again, a lot of these should be done passively. They should not be your main focus. This title is about wayfaring. It's about going around and just exploring. So do these passively. Anyway guys, that is the video. If you did enjoy, a like would be greatly appreciated, as well as a subscription, and maybe you want to come over and say hi to me on Twitch. We're streaming there almost every single day. Once again, if you guys want to vote in the poll, that would be awesome to see which title you want me to do next. And until next time, make sure to enter the giveaway, and I love you. See you later. Bye-bye. Love you.